Hey there! So a couple of days ago I was browsing YouTube, just watching some videos or some new stuff that I hadn't seen before. And yeah, I stumbled upon this video. It was the final speech from the movie The Great Dictator, I think it's pronounced like that, from Charlie Chaplin. I don't know if you know this movie, but it came out in 1940, so right in the middle of World War II. And it's basically a parody of Nazi Germany and Hitler by Charlie Chaplin. So he plays Hitler, or, a guy that is supposed to be Hitler, and yeah, so this movie is a complete parody. So yeah, he just makes fun of Hitler and Nazi Germany, but in the end there is this twist where he does this, where he has to have this final big speech, where he's announced as the conqueror of the world and the future leader of the world, and as an emperor, and he goes on stage and he starts talking, but he starts off with the words that he doesn't want to be an emperor. And the twist in his speech is just, he says the complete opposite of what you would expect from someone like Hitler. Hitler was always like, oh my god, we have to destroy everyone and we are the master race and yada yada yada, all the Nazi stuff. But he just says the complete opposite. He's like, don't, follow the rules of some brutes. He says, don't bow down to anyone just because he seems to be more powerful, and don't despair, just have hope. And I don't know, I will link the whole speech in the description. There is a great video I found and I really like it, so yeah, please watch it. It's a very amazing speech, and I don't know, it just made me think about the power of words in general. Because if you think back, let's take a look at, for example, Martin Luther King. He had this famous speech, I have a dream. And what is there more? For example, I think for Americans, Abraham Lincoln did some great speeches, or George Washington, or how was it called? Thomas Jefferson, yeah. And of course, if we look back, Germany has some great, speakers, like Otto von Bismarck, I have no idea how to pronounce his name in English, but Bismarck, basically, he did some great things. And Helmut Kohl, so the guy that reunited Western and Eastern Germany, so he did a famous speech. And, we have all those famous speeches throughout the human history, and some of them were very inspiring. Some of them, basically were only available in movies. You think back about the movie Braveheart, for example. I thought that movie had great speeches. William Wallace, he did a great job, or Mel Gibson for that matter. Or Lord of the Rings, for example. Even that movie, it was completely fictional, but it had great speeches in them. And for me, that's just an amazing example what words can do. For example, there are so many simple things that a person can say to you that will, completely ruin your day or your whole life, or that will just be the best thing you've ever heard. For example, if your father comes to you, and maybe you're not that super close, but if he comes to you and says, "Son, I am proud of you," that's basically, I think, the best thing a guy can hear in his life. It seems weird, but if you are a guy, you will probably understand what I mean. It's a very great thing to hear that from your father, that he's proud of you, he's proud of your life, proud of what you've done. Or for example, the first time a girl, a woman, whatever, says the big three words, I love you. The first time you hear them, that's just like, what? Wow, oh my god, it's like your heart explodes. It's a great feeling. If you've ever felt that, it's amazing. And the first time you can say it to that girl or woman, if you say I love you, it means so much. And it's only three words. In English it's even less than in German. In German it has a couple of more letters, so it's a little bit more to say, basically. But it's only three words, so that's nothing. Three words can change the relationship between two people. It can, brighten up your day, or as I said, it can darken your day. And if you think back to Hitler again, because that is basically the motivation of this commentary. If you think back about him, he didn't say that much, but the things he said, they motivated millions and millions of people to go out there and try to conquer the whole world. And that's just words. He didn't even have to use force. He just used words. He was a great rhetoric speaker, and oh my god, he used words to motivate millions into madness, basically. So, wow, the power of words, for me, it's just unimaginable great. And I really hope that people in the future will use it more wisely than we have in the past, because You know, the power of words, it can conquer or defend the whole world. So we should probably use it wisely, yeah. And not in a bad way like some guys did in the past. Just use it wisely and maybe we will head into a better future for everyone. So yeah, that was my commentary about the power of words. What do you think? Please leave it in the comment section below and rate this video if you enjoyed it. I know it was a little bit confusing, but that's okay, that's fine. It's my commentary, so yeah, as always. So yeah, that was it. I'm iLostLink, signing out.